Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to my channel. In today's video we will discuss the definition of literature and its types as well as the function of literature. So let's move towards our lesson. When we talk about literature, it's mean an artistic and intellectual work of writing. In other words, we can say that it is the fine arts like painting, music that provide aesthetic pleasure to the readers. The main purpose of the literature is to provide an pleasure or entertain to the readers. It differentiates from the any other work just only in the one thing, that is the aesthetic beauty. If a written work lack the aesthetic beauty, that it is not a literature. Next, move to the meaning of literature. What's meaning of literature? Meaning of literature. The word literature is derived from Latin word literature or litera word. Literature mean writing form with letter. Let's move into the definition of literature. Anything which is present in written form is called literature. It's mean to say that the thing which is in written form, so we call it literature. The second definition is anything which is present in written and spoken form is called literature. In other words, we can say that the work which is in oral form, so we call it literature. Next, move into types of literature. The first type of literature is applied literature. This type of literature, writer communicates certain information to the readers. In applied literature, the main purpose or aim of the writer is just to give the information to the reader, not to entertain the reader and not to give the pleasure to the reader. The main purpose or the aim of the writer is to give the information to the readers. Example of the applied literature is Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and the next is Atomic Habits. In these two examples, the writer only gives the information to the reader. Second types of literature is pure literature. Pure literature is a body of written work. In this type of literature, author totally focus on pleasure. Now, pure literature is totally different from the previous types of literature. In this types, the main purpose or the aim of writer is to entertain the reader or to give the pleasure to the readers. Example is Harry Potter. This is a novel, and the next is the Ode on Grecian on. In these two novels, the writer only give pleasure or entertain the reader or the audience. Our next point is kinds of literature. The first kind of literature is oral literature. Oral literature mean ballad, myth, rhyme, songs, and the folk tales, etc. It's mean in oral literature these things are in oral forms. And when we see the previous history, in the previous history or the old centuries, the writer present their work in oral form. The second kind of literature is written literature. Drama, autobiography, biography, poetry, prose, science fiction, and the journalistic literature. These are included in the written literature. Our last point is function of literature. The first and important function of literature is entertain and give pleasure to the reader. That is the main purpose of literature, to entertain or to pleasure to the reader, means to say that it is the main function of literature to entertain the audience. The second function of literature is aesthetic pleasures. The third point is awareness, and the fourth point is the uplift moral. Awareness mean as a mirror of society, and the uplift moral mean the main function of literature is not just only to entertain the player, to the reader, aesthetic player awareness. It's mean to raise the morality in human when a person or the reader um, read literature. The effect of literature is to increases the morality in a person or a reader. Thanks for watching my videos. If you understand about literature, its definition and its function, then like my video and subscribe my channel for more content. And Allah Hafiz.